Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Right Man in the Wrong Place. My name is Luke Tatum. I react to music, and I'm super duper glad that you are here choosing to spend your valuable time with me. Today, we're going to listen to The Sanctuary in the Sky / Highlands High Rank from Monster Hunter Frontier. So, this is from the Monster Hunter Frontier original soundtrack. 2010 is the year. This was a unpaid request from Fundulopanchax. If I said that wrong, please tell me. And it was way back in February, so sorry. Unpaid requests just pile up. They just continue to pile up. So anyway, I thought Monster Hunter would be fun to listen to. I still haven't played the rest of Monster Hunter Wilds, and I still haven't finished any game. Excuse me, Wilds I don't even own. World, I haven't finished World. I've never played any of the other ones. So I'm a noob. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Okay, had a couple of technical difficulties there. My full screen wouldn't actually go full screen for a minute. Let's listen to this song. I cannot wait to check it out. Everything I've heard from any Monster Hunter game has been really, really well composed, really beautiful music. Oh yeah, and the composer is Hideyuki Fukasawa, which I don't think I've heard anything from them before. So here we go. Let's listen. Okay. Just in the first 8 seconds, you've got immediate, this kind of like rattling sort of a, can't think of the name of the drum right now, but it's almost like a bongo, and you've got some kind of a loose woven beads around it to kind of, I don't know if that's it or not, but you've got kind of a tribal sounding drum. You've got a interesting pattern that makes it sound sort of like a little bit jungle-ish, and you've got these sort of tribal style vocals in the back, and so it instantly sets the mood for what we're doing here. Really, really cool. Let's start over. It's swelling already. It's crazy. Okay, now we get a thumping bass in the back. Like, I want to fight monsters now. You know what I'm saying? And this is kind of what makes it more epic, right? Instead of just going all in and the bottom totally falling out of this thing and it just being real high drama, like intensity the whole song, this is a better song for something, like, I don't know, I guess this is a boss fight or whatever. It pulls back. You have this sort of, slower strings in some parts, and you kind of set the tone, and it creates this sort of like looking at something epic from 10,000 feet away, right? Oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. How am I going to do this? It kind of gives you that energy before we get there. And I don't know if we're going to get there or not. Maybe it does this the whole rest of the song. But just a couple of comments as I'm looking, since I don't have a lot of visuals here. I love that the Monster Hunter Frontier logo has the little lines and the O's. They look like eyes, like animal eyes, snake eyes, cat eyes, that kind of stuff. Really, really nice. And I don't know what Monster Hunter Frontier G is, if that's like a different game or something. I don't know. I don't know anything. But really, really cool. So we kind of have this, the fight is about to start. We see the enemy is the energy right now, but we're not fighting yet. Kind of a, what is that, a pan flute or something? So I would say this is actual combat, right? And By the way, I'm sure that the game is not actually tied to where the flute thing comes in when you start hitting it or something like that. I'm just saying that's how it feels. That's the emotional impact of the song. It feels like, oh my gosh, we're looking at this thing, we're approaching, and then now we have this flute in here. And so this is maybe like an aerial enemy. Flutes are often associated with things that can fly, dragons, giant birds, stuff like that. And so who knows? I don't know. But it's kind of got this like, you know, Ocarina of Time, forest sort of energy, right? It's really cool. I was not expecting the flute instrument, and it's perfect. It sounds great. I like the use of triplets in here. Okay. Kind of a guitar sort of thing. I mean, as soon as that bass thump kicked in, I've noticed I've been tapping my foot. Like I'm totally in. And again, it's kind of like this dance, in combat. It's something that seems to naturally happen. I'm not a fencer or anything. I'm not a classically trained combatant in any sense of the word, okay? But even something like playing Super Smash Brothers Melee or something, you would have this like real intense, really high energy combat with someone, like if you're 1v1ing someone, and you kind of both take a step back and you both kind of like look and find the right opening. I mean, if you've ever watched competitive fighting games or whatever, even stuff like StarCraft, RTS games and whatnot, you kind of have this sizing up, like where each person is trying to adjust their strategy and whatnot. Fighting games are all about spacing, right? How close are you to each other? That's why people dash and back up constantly when they're playing like Street Fighter. And so it's this intensity and this pull back and this resizing, and how am I going to get back in? Because Monster Hunter always feels, from the very little that I've played, I've probably seen more footage than I've played, but it always feels like a fight to the death, right? One of you is not going to walk away from this thing, kind of energy, and the music is perfectly conveying that. Here we go with the flute again. Very, very catchy melody. This makes me want to play the game, gosh dang it. I like this guitar here. You can feel the slide of the strings, right? I feel like we're looping. Not that I'm complaining. I can't think of the name of the instrument right now, but you have this, I didn't pick it up initially, but this kind of twanging sound in the bum 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 bum. You kind of have this. It's typically like Middle Eastern type of instrument back there. I don't hear it right now, but I heard it before. It's very nice, very very layered composition. Is this a Capcom game? Is it Sega or is it Capcom? I forget who does Monster Hunter, but like the excessively confusing naming of stuff always gets me. Even if this isn't like a boss theme, even if this is like a zone theme or something, because this is Highlands, right? Like, even if you're just fighting a lot of guys, a lot of monsters to this, it reminds me a little bit of like Ys, YS, the Ys series. Like, you just get locked into the music there and you just keep fighting stuff all day, you know? There are some things in like Ys 8 where I just wanted to stay in those zones and listen to the music like all day. Great action RPGs if you haven't played them. Start with 8. Ys 8 is phenomenal. You have that one breath, right? This is a very intense song. You kind of have that give and take. You kind of have that. That I've already described, that combat and that pull back to analyze. And then you have that one beat to take a breath each time it loops through the song, that dun bun dun 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 hum bum bun dun bun dun, and it kind of starts over. And I mean, it's great, but that's what that is, right? It's a breath. It's a so you can get right back to the fight. And yeah, it's so cool. So what else to say? I'm gonna complain for just a second. Monster Hunter, like, I bought Monster Hunter World on sale around the time that Wilds came out, and I like it. I played a few hunts or whatever, and it's cool and interesting. There's aspects of the gameplay that I do not understand. But the main thing is, it seems like you kind of are in this, I can't really pause the game. It's like you're in a hunt and you have to finish before you can do anything else. And it just kills me. I play a lot of Star Wars: The Old Republic. That's like my comfort game the last few months. And I like that. Even though it's an MMO and I can't pause it and whatever, I can just, you run off to the side somewhere and there's no mobs and you're good to go. But it's like there's always time ticking in Monster Hunter, and like I don't really even know how much of a problem that is. Like, do I have to care that time is ticking? Are there mechanics that are working in the background that are going to reduce my score? Am I going to have a monster sneak up on me? Like, I just don't even know what's going on. But it's beautiful and it's fun and the music is awesome. And I'd love to play more of the games. I was always more of a Phantasy Star Online episodes 1 and 2 person, had a GameCube, and that, like, you walk through a doorway, you're good. You can walk away from that game. This is just unknown territory for me, but it's that same kind of like way that combat works a little bit, and so that's always been kind of my comfort game in the GameCube era. It was like, let's all get together and play PSO, and it probably would have been Monster Hunter if I had been a PlayStation guy, which I was not. Anyway, thank you very much for the request way back in February. Fundulopanchax. Fundulopanchax. I have no idea. I hope you do eventually see this video. I really enjoyed listening to this. It's a really cool song. So if you want to support the channel, if you'd like me to get more of these reactions out each week, please go on over to the Buy Me a Coffee in the description and become a member of the channel for as little as $1. If we hit $50 a month, then I'm going to crank this thing up and we're going to release videos 3-4 a week I'd love to get back to 5 a week, but it all kind of depends on you because I don't get basically anything from this channel except enjoyment. So, thanks so much. Until next time, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world, and I will see you then.